All right, welcome back to the IIY podcast. I got Bret here today, man.
What's up?
And how you been? How you doing?
Busy. One night I actually take the night off.
Yeah, no shit, man. You got the shirt on representing.
Yep.
You were one of the first people to actually get one when I first started. And I was like, holy fuck, because you and Bert, like, hey, give me and Bert one. Fucking tallest size, 3X tall. I was like, holy shit,
I gotta support them local companies.
Goddamn right. You just got the ski mask and the hoodie too, But well, I was gonna ask you, so what's things been going on at the shop? Kind of explain to everybody like what you do here, like what you own, like what you're the owner of.
Pretty much owner of Chop Shop Customs, Grinnell, Nebraska. Do anything from lowriders, custom suspension, basic automotive repair. Been trying to get a bigger shop, more equipment. One day go full time. Got a couple. We got probably about 15 lowriders to get done.
Yeah, that's
we got a bunch of other repair work to get done. People blowing my phone up on a daily basis. Well, and a day off shouldn't even happen for me.
Dude, I remember when you said, I came in like, what was it, like a few weeks ago, and you're like, I was talking to you, and I was like, oh, Aaron, when do you guys ever get a day off? You're like, what the fuck's a day off?
Yeah.
I remember you saying that. I was like, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah. Started hitting it hard this morning, but tomorrow's going to be first thing, probably 8, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Work till probably 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow night, just try to get some small shit done.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, I feel it, man. I know you guys, your main thing is kind of lowriders, or what is it? Like, what is your
lowriders? It started out when I first got my lowrider. Yeah, I bought it, the whole bought not built thing.
Yeah.
But I guess in Omaha that means a different thing. But and then we kind of started helping each other out, and then I started learning some more, learn how to weld, and then it's been kind of blown up since. We've done stuff from Lexington to Omaha, Beatrice, now Holdridge on this one. Yeah, we're kind of behind on the lowrider stuff, but I mean we're staying busy. I mean it's not a 2-hour job. I mean they're 10 to 100 hours, maybe 200 hours, depends if they're a frame swap or not. So I mean it's a lot of time.
Yeah, I see what you mean, man. Because that's your guys' main thing, though, is kind of lowriders. Because that's where you got the chop shop and everything.
Just like pretty much, it all started just joking around with Jake's truck, just saying chop shop. Because like when you put a car on hydraulics, it's called cutting it. You cut it for hydraulics. I'm like, chop it. We chop it up, throw some hydraulics on it, and then we started joking around saying chop shop. We did Jake's lowering kit, and we're like, chop shop custom, just joking around, and then boom, 2.5 years later, 3 years later, about 3.5 years later since we did Jake's truck. And it's actually somewhere now.
Yeah.
So
when did you first start? Like, when did you branch out and go on your own? Like, when did you first do that?
About 2.5 years ago, when we moved into here, we actually started hitting it hard, and when it actually turned into, we knew it was going to turn into something. When we kind of separated from the bad guys we used to be with.
Yeah.
Me, Aaron, and Chance, and then Gary's been helping us, our homie Renee, and it just we've been just hitting it hard and. It's grown ever since. I mean, I get messages all the time wanting people fix their air ride and stuff like that. I got a couple of them on the back burner right now. They're ordering some parts.
Yeah.
They had a bad experience in another shop, which no disrespect, but they said I overcharged. Now they know what it's like to cheap.
You get what you pay for.
Cheap labor ain't always the best. But.
Yeah, and that's exactly right, man. But that's good though. I mean, obviously the clients are definitely there.
We got a lot of return. I mean, like this BMW back here, we just got done putting an engine in his parents' car, and now we're doing a bunch of stuff to this. I mean, it's everything from a basic oil change to putting engines in. People are like, oh, hey, I need this done. Like, I had some random kid message me Friday afternoon wanting an engine put in his car. Gave him a quote, and he's like, all right, give me like 2 weeks, and I'll hit you up with the money for the engine. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah. Man, what the fuck are you doing for over there? Cover your beer. You sick fucker. Yeah. But no, I feel it, man. That's good, though, but, that you definitely got it, but, what is your, since you're getting so much of a higher demand, do you plan on getting more employees? Because I know you got.
I'm hoping one day I can actually have me and Aaron be full time. I'm hoping by the time my birthday's next week, I'm hoping to have a set date of when I'll go 100% full time down here, and then by the time next year, when I turn 30, I want to be 100% full time and having more equipment, a better shop, and then possibly a person working for me.
Yeah,
full time, so there's no There ain't no bullshit part-time here, part-time there.
It's everything.
It's pretty much a full-time job type of deal.
Yeah, because you definitely got the motherfucking people
I mean,
for it, man.
yeah, we got the people. Been working on another car dealership here in town. Hopefully have another 2 more car dealerships before we go full-time. Just so it's pretty much backup work. I mean, we got a bunch of cars right now from a car dealership that we got to get done.
Yeah.
And that all started with us building this lowrider. And then he came down. He's like, hey, he's like, what's the status? And I said, dude, I was like, we've been busy. He goes, no. He goes, I need another mechanic. So we've been working on his cars ever since.
Yeah.
And then now he actually is looking at building another lowrider here soon. Probably, I think next winter he wants to do another.
So then you got another job right there too.
Another lowrider. So, and he wants to go a little bit above and beyond on that one. He wants to do actually more wrap frame. Yeah. Do something a little bit hotter, I think. So, well, hopefully, I mean, as long as he doesn't burn this one up, we just got done with him. I think he'll be fine. But
yeah. What sparked your interest to ever get into mechanic work? Just to even do it?
Actually, when my mom and my stepdad got together, I was 12, 13 years old. Yeah. He did demolition derbies. Well, back when I was younger, I always wanted to do demolition derbies. And then he's like, oh, yeah, let's do it. He goes, I'll teach you. He goes, I'll get a car for you, everything like that. Yeah. But my grandpa gave me my first demo derby car. And he's like, okay, this is what's wrong with it. The starter busted off, the tranny. So it's going to be removed, welded, and put back together. I messed around with it for every time I went out to my grandpa's for hours on end. Everybody else would be playing around we were all young. We were all playing around. Hide and seek on a farm is the best. Yeah. And I was over there messing with that car. I mean, I remember the first time the wrench slipped, I punched myself in the eye and gave myself a black eye. I mean, and then my stepdad started helping me. I mean, I watched him do ball joints before, a bunch of stuff. I mean, by the time I was 13, probably about 13 and a half, I started working on cars, tinkering around, not knowing what the hell I was doing, but attempting. And then my stepdad took me under his wing. By the time I was 15, 16, I could pull trannies out, engines out just fine. And then it wasn't until I was like 18, 19 when I learned how to do disc brakes. So, I mean, I was kind of a little bit different. Most people start with the easy shit and then go with the hard stuff, but I was the other way around. I was
going straight in.
Yeah. And then, like, pulling transmissions, I always thought they were a blast. Well, when I went to school, that's one thing I wanted to do was transmission work. Well, then I did. Day after I graduated, I went back to work that Friday. I think it was that Friday or that Monday, I pulled the transmission out and disassembled it to see what was the deal. That was right off the bat, right when I got out of school. I mean, it was 2-3 days, or 1 to 2 days after I got out of school. And I mean, it was. So I mean, it's kind of, it all started with demolition derbies where it's like you can't get something, cut it, use a sledgehammer, to now working on high-end dollar cars at the dealership.
Yeah, no shit. So you do work at a dealership full time then too?
Full time at the Chevy dealership here in town, Dinsdale's. Been there 10 years minus 3 months. Thought I found something better. It was not bad, but I decided to go back. But now if I leave again, it's going to be full time on my own. Yeah. Something I've been wanting to do for 10 years. I've been having that in the back of my mind, wanting to open my own shop and it's always been wanting to do lowriders, airbags. I mean, all that stuff. I mean, I got into that stuff when I was real young, looking at lowrider magazines because I was seeing all the hot women in there. And then I'm just like, you know what? I was like, these cars are pretty bitchin', and then it kind of grew from there. Yeah. And then I got my first vehicle on switches, and then it kind of it went from there. I mean, it was game on ever since.
It's always the Lowrider magazine where you get
that. You got it from Kenny, right?
Yeah, I mean, Lowrider magazine. I used to go to Hastings bookstore with my mom and my brothers. They'd go get CDs and games and stuff. I'd go in the magazine section, start looking at Lowrider magazine. And I mean, it's been like that ever since. Or looking at trucking, seeing like the bagged
Playboy.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
I'm a good Christian boy. I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought you were Lutheran.
Something like that. I don't know. Christian, Lutheran.
Meth and Bible verses does not make you a Methodist.
You're a dumbass.
Dude, my stepdad got pissed when I said that one day, which I felt bad because I didn't know. But yeah, it was weird though. Like when I first started on cars, my stepdad taught me everything I knew. Yeah. I mean, he'd sit in the house. He goes, "You got any questions? Come ask me." He goes, "You're gonna learn." And I mean, and I learned the hard way. I mean, I had shitty tools and everything. And now it's just more of like, if I need a tool, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
So
You're just gonna get it.
but now I actually turn around and I teach my stepdad stuff. Not everything. I mean, he's still pretty smart, but I teach him some stuff. Like we did some timing chains on my mom's 17 Ford Raptor, and I mean, me and him tag teamed it. It wasn't that bad, but
Yeah.
I had to kind of go through everything of how everything works with him.
Yeah.
Stuff
You're
like
teaching
that.
the teacher now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It was weird. So
But yeah, it's good though. I mean, it just shows that you fucking actually learned and you know a lot more shit now.
you guys talking shit?
Are they texting?
You're texting each other, aren't you?
Fucking assholes. What? What the fuck are you guys doing?
It's not working.
Nothing.
You guys are stupid.
But
I'll try it. Oh, no.
That's what you were going for?
Is it Buffalo Bill?
so
Well, Bill, what the fuck are you talking about?
Fire Marshal Bill.
so what kind of what kind of struggles you had coming up? You know, opening up the shop. Like what when you
bad back.
started it?
Not enough time in the day. I
Bad
mean,
knee.
like go to working on one thing, something don't go right, and then boom, it throws your whole fucking day off. Or like say for instance, a BMW, they gave us the wrong part. And
Yeah.
now it's not every part store's got a part for a BMW in town, so now we gotta wait a week. Or not a week. We gotta wait till the first of the week to get it.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's the right one, otherwise I'm gonna be pissed and I'll just end up just getting one from work from BMW in Omaha or something. Twice the money, but at least I know I'll get the right shit.
Yeah. I mean, but like you said, you know, time's a fucking is a
Time.
deficit, man. You don't have enough of it, you know.
Time,
you never get enough.
I need another hoist, a bigger shop. Another hoist, even in here, would be awesome. Then we don't have to. We could throw one lowrider up on there and just leave it until it's done,
Yeah.
instead of having to move the shit off. So
Then you got more room in here and shit too to fuck around with.
yeah. Well, I wanted to get another hoist, but someone didn't think we had enough room.
I
So
was
you can
right,
enter-
wasn't I?
You were right, because I won the one I wanted was a 4-post drive-on. I mean, it was
Lot
like $6,000 too, but I mean, it was gonna take up like from this section over.
bigger. Yeah.
But I mean, you'd be able to pick up a 3/4 ton or a 1-ton dually,
Yeah.
like it was nothing.
Damn.
And that's what I wanted. I want to be able to do something that kind of the heavier duty stuff. So
You'll get there eventually, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you said you wanted to get a bigger shop. Do you have any plans or any ideas?
actually, I had a phone call this afternoon by a guy we used to have a shop by.
Yeah.
I used to work on his cousin's stuff before he passed away about a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
And he called me needing some work done on his son's GMC Terrain need timing chains, which I've done dozens of them just in the past month.
Yeah.
And that seems like all we've been doing recently.
Timing
I mean, I'm
chains.
surprised Aaron doesn't know how to do timing chains by now on some of these Buick Enclaves we've been working on.
Yeah.
And I mentioned something to him about our shop situation, and
Yeah.
he's like, and then he called me randomly out of nowhere today. He's like, "Hey, did you get them parts ordered?" I said, "No, I'll get them ordered by Monday, or I'm gonna go to O'Reilly's see if they'll price match Rock Auto because they said they swore they would."
Yeah.
He called me and he goes, "I've been thinking about your shop situation." He goes, "I'm thinking about building some shops."
Oh shit.
So he's supposed to let me know next week if that happens. If it does, then we're gonna have a bigger shop, or at least if it's not bigger, at least be nicer.
Yeah, because I know you you want to have more room and everything to fuck
My
around
my
with.
biggest thing, even is the same size we got now. If it has an office and a bathroom, I'm tired of just throwing paperwork in the top of my box. Especially if I want to get my big toolbox down here, I don't want that full of paperwork and everything like
Yeah.
that. And I don't have to worry about Chance and Aaron using some out of my nice toolbox and not putting the shit back, because then mostly
Aaron's
Chance,
face.
because I'm gonna beat the fuck out of whoever doesn't put that shit back in that toolbox.
And Aaron using the toilet or fucking.
Outside, he
Yeah.
was trying to find fucking some kind of shop rag to wipe his ass or some
Yeah.
shit outside.
Yeah.
Get some sleeves, man. That's why rednecks don't have shirts. They don't have sleeves on their shirts, man.
Just rip them off.
Just
cut
rip 'em off,
wipe their
man.
ass.
Shit happens.
What?
Shit.
Shit. They got Forrest Gump.
So I mean, where do you really kind of see yourself going in 10 years from now? Where would you like to be at? You know?
10 years, pretty much fully functional. At least one person working for me, fully functional.
Yeah.
A shop big enough for 4 people, but just have 2.
So you have the room.
Just
And
have
just
the
in case
room,
people
so it's
want
like
them
we
to.
can have 2 lowriders. We can have the lowrider hoist, then we can have our basic repair stuff. So then we can have this side will be the dirty side with the grinding and welding and cutting and everything.
Yeah.
Have a wall splitting it with the side, so we can actually do engine work, tranny work, all that stuff on the other side, and have a decent office. Break room, not so much, just because I don't take breaks. And
Yeah, no
I
time
mean,
for that shit.
Yeah, and then like same thing. I mean, I would like to get a couch to hang out, but then people just start hanging out,
And
like
then-
Gary,
He's just fucking hanging
just
out
because he
right
doesn't
now.
want to go home.
My second home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first home. Everyone's like, "Oh, the shop's your second home." No, this is my first one. I go home to sleep and shower and change. Other than that, somebody breaks in my shop, it's we're going for blood. Somebody
Yeah,
breaks in
you're
my
right.
house, as long as you don't hurt my family, we're fine.
Make
I was like, I don't care. My dogs are gonna chew your ass up, but I was like, you break in the shop, we're going for blood because this is like our temple right up in here.
Yeah, because this is
So, I
where
mean-
everything goes down. This is where you spend all your
I
time
mean-
and shit.
I think there's more money in here worth than what an average houses cost nowadays.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you've made plenty in there. You know, I mean, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, they always ask me, they're like, why do you spend so much money on tools? It's like, well, that tools is going to make me money. I
It's an
mean,
investment. It's
yeah,
investing in yourself.
exactly. I
goddamn
mean,
right.
I invest a lot of money in tools.
Yeah,
Like
man, you need
I'm
it.
probably setting over 100,000.
Yeah, man. I mean, you need it. You know, when it's like, you know, it's just invest in yourself. You know, because
Yeah.
if you don't have them, then you ain't gonna be able to do dick. But if you
Yeah.
fucking buy them, you're gonna be able to do more and more and more, whatever the fuck it is. You know, I mean, this right here is a great investment. You know, now you can do different kind of shit in here, have
Yeah.
more room and fuck around and do different shit.
Instead of laying on the ground doing like Jake's lowering kit 3.5 years, well, not about 3.5
Well,
years
even,
ago.
even my
Yeah.
car, we were laying. You were
Yeah,
laying
like-
around
Laying
welding
on the
frames
ground.
and
Like when we
building
first moved in here, like when I posted up that I put the chop shop deal as my profile picture, people started posting pictures, which I thought was cool as fuck because I'm just like, it's kind of cool to see the different cars. Yeah, I didn't build all of Gary's car, I didn't build all of Candyman's car, but I mean, it's still a chop shop built car because I mean,
Yeah.
it was all done by us. Like Gary swapping his frame. Yeah, I didn't do all the welding, but I did some of the welding.
Yeah, you were part
I
of it.
mean, yeah, we're all part of it. I mean, I ain't gonna take all the credit for it because as long as I can say, hey, yeah, I did help on this. I didn't do all of it. That's kind of,
And we're club brothers too.
Yeah.
We're in the club.
Yeah,
True
love
Style.
that. True Style Club, yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. I wouldn't expect nothing from Gary. I don't expect nothing from Candyman. Just to return the favor of you guys helping me type of deal.
Yeah, help
I
each
mean,
other out.
That's why I'm
Especially-
here all the time. I got a lot of work
especially-
to do to that car, so I need.
I know
Yeah,
he's
you
like
need all the help you can
buttering
get.
up. It's like cradling the nuts, man. He's just buttering up like a motherfucker trying to.
I
He
need to
knows.
use that lift.
You know?
Hey, but the only thing is though, eventually they'll have a different hoist with that's got a 3-stage arm, so it'll be able to lift your car up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because this asymmetrical
It
is.
doesn't reach a neck frame.
I bet if we
I know,
positioned
I
it
remember.
just right, I bet we could. But it'd be really close.
Yeah, I remember, what was I gonna say? I don't remember nothing. I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say. But no, I was gonna ask you, you know, how do you feel like when you see, you know, cars that you worked on or you fixed? Like, is that like a satisfying feeling
Oh, yeah.
for you just to
Oh,
see
yeah.
all the shit you've
Because
worked on?
like it don't matter if I mean, there's always gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna be the type of person I'm gonna build my shit better than the next person or sabotage their shit just because I want to be the best.
Yeah.
But now in knowing what everyone has, I know what I can change when it comes down to mine or making the next project better. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be. I don't know. It's very satisfying seeing a car like roll by and hit the switch, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was our first one. Oh, that's like our 100th one. I mean,
yeah, and then you're like, you've worked on that.
I
It's
mean,
just
like I got our friend Asian Michael was in Des Moines, even though we don't get along with the dude that we did this car for.
Yeah.
Well, I don't anyway. But he's seen it at a paint shop in Des Moines, and
Yeah.
he's seen Chop Shop on the back window. He started sending me Snapchats. He's like, hey, your shit's all the way out in Des Moines now. Well,
Sick,
one of the
man.
cars we built is clear out in California now.
Holy shit.
So-
I mean, your shit's going everywhere. Then,
Yeah,
you know,
I
everything
mean,
that you put work
and then
in.
same thing as like when we went out to Beatrice to go fix that guy. I mean, he's from Majestic's Car Club. That's pretty nationwide,
It's
isn't
a
it?
top-notch car club.
It's a top notch, all chrome underneath, chrome engraved, everything.
World renowned. Like they're in
And-
Japan.
Yeah,
Japan too.
Yeah.
Jesus. what-
yeah, like they're Japan, and then like once a year, the guy was telling us once a year they get all together,
Yeah.
every single group. But he was talking to some guys in Omaha, and he goes, "Nope, we recommend Chop Shop." He messaged me on a Facebook page. We drove out there twice to fix his car,
Holy
and it was just piddly repairs, but still, I mean,
Coolest guy you've ever
yeah. The dude's
Humble.
like, "You need any gold plating done for anything?" He goes, "You let me know." He goes, "As long as it's got a good quality chrome finish," he goes, "I can gold plate it."
Damn. Dude.
So I've considered taking that up and actually do some gold plating on mine, but
Yeah. But see,
I don't know.
that'd be
That's
dope.
kind of expensive.
Yeah, but it would be dope. But
But-
I mean, so like what you do to reach out to people. I mean, you just kind of make connections through one people. Like you'll do a job and then they'll refer them to you. Like, so is that your best advertising? Is word of mouth?
I think word of mouth is the best.
Yeah.
Social media is all right, but I think word of mouth is the best because I mean, say if I do someone else's car and then they come and they're like, "Hey, where'd you get that done at?" They say, "Okay, Brett from Chop Shop," and they're like, "Oh, how was it?" And he's like, "Oh, it was cheap. He did awesome work, and plus he's not gonna. If anything breaks, no matter if it's 2 years down the road, I'm still gonna fix it."
Yeah.
I mean, I still think word of mouth is the best because there's a Caprice we did up in Omaha. He posted up on the lowrider page who can cut a car or freshen it up. I messaged on there and said, "Dude," I said, "message me if you want. Send me $1,000 down. I'll come pick your car up, fix it, and bring it back." And there was a few other people messaging him trying to get him to go out to like where's all them like in Iowa. Joe Thompson and Lizard Hydraulics and all them. I mean, those guys are been in the game longer than we have.
Yeah.
And the dude's like, nope. And he was talking to another dude, Tyrone. They ended up coming down here. And now,
I was thinking, what did he have? What car was he had? He had
The
that blue.
Lincoln.
the pink
Was it
Lincoln,
blue? Pink? Yeah. I remember you
the
showing me
salmon
some
color,
shit.
salmon and red color.
Salmon, yeah.
But that was probably the craziest build we've ever done, just because it had the 14 batteries, 4 pumps,
Holy shit.
removable
Very
rack,
powerful car.
very powerful car. That was a very time consuming because when we got it, the frame was bent when they
Yeah.
reinforced it, which the guy that reinforced it did an awesome job.
Yeah.
He thought something that was up to when we picked it up, just because how the shape of it looked.
Yeah.
He didn't think anything of it because they
Kill that.
swore up and down that it was
Switch
a good
on the
frame. But I mean, that was definitely that definitely put us to the test
Yeah.
on the skills of the lowrider game. Just because I mean, we crammed so many batteries and so many pumps in that car.
How many hours did you spend on that shit?
Too many.
The final touches to get it up to Omaha.
Just enough.
Just eat.
The final touches before we took it back to Omaha with finishing the rack, charging batteries. We didn't do the wiring. He was having another dude wiring because we've never done nothing that hot, so I was kind of iffy about it. We stayed here 18 hours. I stayed here 18 hours straight, finishing up, finishing the brakes, finishing the trunk setup, and just the minor touches. And then we had an issue with it not starting, which that's when we found out about Ford inertia switches. That was a fun time. Me and Aaron were pissed on that one. We tore that fuel pump out.
Yeah, we tore
fucking
everything
testing
apart.
wires, I was testing everything, looking up diagrams and shit. Next thing you know, it pops up Ford inertia switch. I'm like, what the fuck? I've heard of this, but I was like, what the fuck is this? We popped the trunk, flip a switch. We found out where the switch was, hit it. You could hear the fuel pump turn on. Boom, car fired up. I got here at 1 o'clock on a Saturday, left 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday.
Jesus.
Then we went home, slept for 3, 4, 5 hours, turned around, loaded the car up, took it right back to Omaha.
God damn, man. You know, this is gonna say, you know, I mean, all depends on you. Everything that you have to do, you know, like you get these few hours of sleep and shit, you know, so like, does it make you feel like more at ease that you know that you're gonna handle each of these jobs and each of these situations rather than telling, you know, hey Bert, you know, will you do this, or like, not saying that Bert wouldn't do it, but I'm just saying like,
No, I'm not capable of
no, I'm just saying like, no, I'm just saying like as an example for a person, you know, like you can rely on yourself better, you know, and you know the job's gonna get done right, you know, does that help you or?
Yeah, it does. My biggest thing is though, I'm always the type of person if the customer's not happy,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna do anything in my power to make it right. Just
Yeah.
because like I don't. Back before I was a mechanic, I had a bad experience at a shop, and I swore to myself I would never leave anything interior. If I was working on a car, if something was dirty, I was gonna clean it. And after that, I can't do that type of shit. And I mean that's one thing. I want to make sure my customers are happy, no matter if it's something stupid from an oil change to whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
if they're not happy about the price, they're not happy about how fast they got done, anything like that, I'm going to make it right. Just
Yeah.
so I know at the end of the day, I can sleep because I didn't screw someone over, because there's too many shops that do that.
Yeah, I mean, that is kind of hard to trust because, you take your goddamn car to like some, you know, local dealership, you know, in town, and, you don't really know what you're going to get. They might just fuck it up or they might just do something, you know, but,
I mean,
you know.
had a friend take a vehicle to Walmart, get an oil change. Next thing you know, the engine started knocking. Well, they only put 2 quarts of oil in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, and it's Walmart. They ain't gonna do shit about it. Oh, better luck next time, type of deal. Here's a fucking coupon for some fucking bottles of water or something like that. I mean, that's the only thing is though. That's what always in the back of my mind. I'm gonna double check everything and make sure everything's done right because
You don't want.
I'd be pissed too if I took my car somewhere and had it done, and I get down the road and something happens.
Yeah.
I mean, like I just had a customer call me. We just put an engine in. Their check engine light came on a day and a half later.
Yeah.
Since they picked it up, well, it's been running for the past week. I mean, it could be anything, but I told them to swing by, and I was like, no matter if it's anything I did, it'll be 100% taken care of. If it's not nothing we did, say another sensor failed, then it is what it is type of deal.
Yeah.
But still, I told them because they were kind of iffy because that's a lot of money to put an engine in a car.
Yeah.
So I was like, if anything goes wrong, I was like, we're gonna take care of it, just because I mean, I wanted them in the back of their mind that they're not gonna get screwed over because.
Because they can trust you and they know.
Yeah,
what the fuck
especially
you
when they've been bringing more stuff to me and they bring their cars to
They're gonna continue.
their badass trucks and everything like that.
And they're gonna continue to,
Yeah.
long as you make shit right. That's cool though, man. That you hold them fucking values because, you know, some people that'll just say, you know, what, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Oh, I can't see your taillights no more. Go fuck yourself. Your warranty's gone, type of deal.
And that's
I
fucked
mean,
up.
I mean, I'll lose money to make someone happy just so it doesn't. I don't want no bad fucking reputation.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, yeah, this town's only got 50-some thousand people, but I mean, still, word of mouth goes fucking fast, man.
Yeah, it does. Because like you said, you had people in Omaha, right, and Des Moines, and then California, and all that shit. You know, they know who you are because you've worked on their shit, and now they took it to different towns and shit, and now the other people fucking know who you are.
That's why you don't play basketball.
That's why I work on cars.
Yeah. You know, I was going to tell you, you know, congratulations on getting your business name registered and everything. What was how'd you feel when you got it, when you got approved?
We'll just say I had to take an early lunch that day because I was smiley as fuck. Just because I was always concerned in the back of my mind that that name was taken or I'd have issues. I mean, I've even got tattooed on my leg saying Chop Shop Customs.
You were already committed, man.
Yeah, I was committed, man. I was like, after I started doing like in the back of my mind, I always wanted to go do something else.
Yeah.
But then I started buying tools, and then I always still had that dream that I wanted to open my own shop. And then it just kind of went from there. And then finally, my mom kind of helped out. She's like, well, we need to get your LLC done. We need to get all your tax information done to make it legit. So she's like, you're not just no shade tree mechanic.
Yeah.
It's 100% legit business.
Yeah.
And then she called me. I texted her one morning and said, hey, what's the update? Because it takes about a 2-week process online.
What'd you go to? Zoom? Legal Zoom?
I don't even know. I think it was Zoom.
Legal Zoom, right?
Something like that. And it was, I mean, it's all online. I mean, it was a little over $200, which I thought was pretty cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't bad at all.
But when I texted her, I said, any update on the LLC? And she's like, yeah. She's like, she sent me a picture. She goes, you are approved. And it says straight up Chop Shop Customs LLC.
Fuck
Man,
yeah.
I was smiley as fuck just because it's something one day I wanted to have that. I mean, to be able to say, yeah, that's mine.
Yeah.
Not just say, oh yeah, Chop Shop Customs. Oh yeah, I've heard of like 8 places called that. No, it's Chop Shop now.
Yeah.
There ain't no fucking turning back now.
Yeah, because now you got it, and now no one can fuck with it.
Yeah, I mean, it don't matter. We go to the parts store, people are like, oh yeah, I seen your trucks everywhere. I'm like, those ain't my trucks. I said, those are people that they just want to support our shit. They're like, well, you haven't worked on this one. It's like, they just want to support it.
Because you have those little fucking stickers and shit. Aaron got here. Bring your fucking thing over here. Your little logo on there.
The Golo Man.
Yeah,
that's lowrider shit right there.
Oh, we'll put the hat. You made that hat, right?
Yeah, that's the hat.
Show 'em that.
Chance Caravan's the one that came up with the font way back in our old
it's
shop,
backwards, ain't it?
probably about 2.5, 3 years ago.
Get him here.
He came up with that font, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Looks
Chance was part of it too. I was like, we're just sticking with it.
Yeah.
And then I got a hold of the dude that makes our shirts and everything, and I said, hey, I want this. I want a lowrider standing straight up. Sent him a picture, and I want, like, you know how they do like the rat rod stuff, top and bottom, where it says Chop Shop Customs. I was like, that's what I want for a shirt.
Fuck yeah.
And I was like, and now we're going just to get her name out. My mom does a bunch of stuff here in town, like suicide prevention, shit like that. So I've been donating to that and doing all that because we get our name on the shirts.
It's a
non-profit stuff, just to kind of get the name out, and plus it helps my mom out because I mean that's what she wants to do. She helped me get my stuff, what I wanted to do. So I was like, I'm gonna return the favor. So I mean, last year was 2nd or 3rd year for her suicide prevention deal. And back of the shirt said Chop Shop Customs with a lowrider standing straight up.
Damn.
People are like, what's that? And they're like, well, that's my son's shit. I mean, plus I got it across my truck. I mean, my lowrider is going to have it across the windshield.
Yeah. That's dope.
In the process of even Gary gave me the idea of little plaques we can weld on frames.
Yeah.
So after we do some framework and stuff, just kind of some more more advertisement type of stuff.
That is really good, and that's kind of crazy that you mentioned the donating and shit, because I had gotten my taxes back, and I didn't even plan on getting a stimulus check or none of that shit because I didn't get dick, but they ended up giving it to me on my taxes, and I was like, fuck it, I want to donate at least $100, I went to something legit, and maybe I'll do it with that, I want to at least do $100, because that's more than I've done ever, I want to start somewhere to where I can donate shit like that too, even. Because it's just like, that's money that I didn't even think I was going to get,
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck it, I'm going to do this, I want to kind of do that kind of shit, to help people out and show that I give a fuck.
Yeah. I was like, my mom started doing that a couple years ago, and it turned into...
What does she do?
She's the cheerleader of, I think it's just the Grand Island, Nebraska chapter for the suicide prevention. They do like the walks, they do a bunch of different stuff. I don't know, I've had to help her with try to help her with a bunch of it. But she always wants sponsors so they can get stuff for donations to make sure, like, get awareness out type of stuff. And she called me a couple days ago. She's doing another one called, like, pause prevention or something like that. I don't even know what it's all about. I haven't even read the flyer yet. And she goes, I need to get sponsors. I said, all right, put me down for one. I was like, I'll do the $250 one.
Yeah.
I was like, it's every bit of worth my money, because I was like, she's returned the favor to me by doing the LLC. So
yeah, and it's helping people out too. Man.
Exactly, because I was like, you know what? It's like it's only $250. I was like, $250 to me ain't much.
Yeah.
But it goes a long way with something else like that.
Mm-hmm. That's absolutely
You're still bald.
true, man.
It looked like you were going like this.
No, it's like the opposite.
Oh.
Oh, what the fuck? No.
Sorry, I kept getting Snapchats from Hannah when we were at supper. And I was like, she's like, cute date, kind of nervous. I'm like, oh, me too. I'm flustered. And then I asked her, I'm like, I was like, so how does this work? Do we split the bill or?
But no, like, I was gonna tell you that you also too. You've always been a fucking genuine dude. You've always. I don't even know. I don't even know how we met. Do you remember how we met?
No.
I don't. I probably came down here one time, but
I don't know. It was way before. I don't even remember. I don't even remember.
I don't either. But I just know that we kind of started talking after you bought that. But I mean, you've always supported the fucking brand or whatever.
Well, I think it was Gary and then Aaron was talking about it, and I was like, fuck it, I want one too. I was like, I'll support something. I was like, I'm always down for that. I mean, and then I seen him got it, or he got it, and then Aaron, so I was like, fuck it, I'll buy a couple things too.
Yeah, you did. Dude, and that was dope because Bert took his in front of his fucking lowrider.
I know, I seen that. I was like, I want to do that, but I was like, my biggest thing is, though, when it comes down to getting my car done, I want to do like a photo thing for the Chop Shop deal and actually get a banner. So when my cars actually stand up on the back bumper, there's a banner hanging out, and we can all do a big picture type of deal.
Dude, that would
but
be dope.
I mean, yeah, it's one of those things that's gonna be a while because I mean, the customer cars come first. I mean, I don't care if my car sits on jack stands for another 10 years. I mean, it's still gonna be there.
Yeah.
If I don't bust my ass in the business now, it might not be there in 10 years.
Yeah, dude, that's true, man.
So
because if you don't work and get this.
I mean, the only thing is though, it's setting up on Harbor Freight jack stands. Those might not be there in 10 years. I mean, them motherfuckers are gonna be folded in half like a pop can, but.
God damn, man. What the fuck are you doing with this shirt?
He has to touch everything, I swear.
So little. It's like, fuck.
Oh my god, dude, you look like you shop at Baby Gap. Dude, look at this. That's why me and Gary get like, what, 2-3X tall?
3X.
2XLT.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was
Well, the hoodie, I want it bigger.
Oh, yeah, because
Yeah.
these
Well, actually, I got to get a new hoodie made because I was unloading the heater.
What, just now?
No, my Chop Shop one.
Oh,
I was unloading the heater and nobody was down here and it was cold as fuck, dude. So I went to go unload the heater. It got caught on the pocket and just ripped the fucking pocket down.
And then you went to go rip off the rest of it, and
It just split.
Right
Like,
when the
right
song
here,
gets
it
ready,
just
you're gonna
split.
fucking split the whole damn thing. He's like, oh. So then he's like trying to put stuff in his pocket. He's like,
Yeah, I kept dropping my keys. I'm like, fuck, man. I go to put my pistol in there. Luckily, I didn't drop my pistol, so I'd have been a little pissed. But yeah, no, I don't keep one in the hole. But
No, Jesus, that would have been
Yeah.
horrible.
yeah,
There would have been some advertising.
yeah.
God,
Especially
dude.
when these guys want to get tattoos. I mean, you got any tattoos?
No, I don't got dick, man.
I was like, you guys want to get tattoos? Just get the Chop Shop deal. And it's
the
winning.
logo, huh?
I was like, just
I'm
get
not
it.
Right,
like,
show the
Do we get
fucking.
paid for advertisement?
Wait, hold
I'll
on,
give you
hold on.
$50.
Here,
and pay for the tattoo.
Or the
There you go,
tattoos
right
for
there.
free?
right there, man. Look at that shit.
I don't recommend it. It hurt like hell. But it's just one of those things. I mean, it wasn't gonna be like just it ain't just like the lowrider thing. It ain't a fad. That's the same thing when I entered True Style. When I asked him about joining, when I first met Gary or Bert, whatever you guys call him.
Big squirt.
Squirt machine.
OG squirt. Squirt.
But like when I first started hanging out with Candyman, first started talking to Gary.
Yeah.
And I was like, when they asked me about joining True Style, they're like, is this a fad to you or is it an actual like lifestyle? I'm like, dude, I've been in the lowriders, the old school shit like that since a very long time ago.
Yeah.
I was like, now I finally got a lowrider. Yeah, I bought it, but now it's getting completely redone.
Yeah.
I was like, it ain't no just one night. Oh yeah, that's cool. The next day, it's like, oh fuck that. No, it's here and it's here to stay. I was like,
you got it on your motherfucking foot or your leg.
Yeah. If I wouldn't have get it there, I would have.
On your hand too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Where the
Monte
fuck did you get? Who came up with that?
The Golo, that's actually like an actual lowrider thing.
That's
Was it Fred? Don't they call him Fred?
I don't know what his name is.
It's Golo, man, like to go low.
Yeah. So
It's just, I got asked if it was an emoji before. I've got asked.
fucking emoji.
Yeah.
Way
and I was-
before emojis. This is back in the early 70s. You know,
Yeah,
like-
I was like, it's been around a long time, but I was like,
Yeah.
me and our friend Candyman, they were doing some $40 tattoos at an exhibit one day. I'm like, fuck it, dude, let's go get a tattoo. I'm like, I'm gonna get the Golo man on my hand.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck it, man, I'm gonna get it on my arm. So we went and got it. I was like, yeah, me and Candyman's got matching tattoos, but I was like, and then I was like, fuck it, first lowriders in Monte Carlo, so did the Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
I'd even do chop shop customs across my neck, but I already got it once, and that's once is enough.
Yeah. No shit.
No regrets.
No regrets. No, only God can judge me up here. You didn't know that, did you?
No, because the spelling's wrong on it.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. You can't fucking read.
Oh yeah.
You can't read.
That's why we work on cars.
That's fucking funny.
Like this. I mean, like S and B. I was like, that's
can't read.
that's why car parts, they're all just like couple letters and shit. We don't need to know the rest.
God damn. You don't got no tattoos, Bert?
No.
How do men sleep at night? I mean, you guys tuck it back
Go
or what?
fuck you.
We
Yeah.
cuddle.
Dude,
Cuddle.
I got my first
We'd
tattoo.
cuddle.
I got my first tattoos when I was like 17, man.
Really?
And that was like one of those things. I was like, "Fuck yeah, man!" It's like straight thugging it. Now it's just more like, man, them tattoos are stupid. I got profiled on a lot because cops always thought I was gang affiliated. I'm like, really? I was like, dude, I drive a redneck truck. How the fuck am I gonna be gang affiliated?
Gang affiliated. Check my record. I ain't got no previous charges.
Dude, like real shit though. I applied for an apartment one time and I got denied because of my driving record.
Really?
True shit.
Well, would you have one?
I had a drag racing ticket.
Really? And
Yeah.
that was the only
It
thing?
changed. I had a drag racing ticket a week before they changed the law, and then the law changed to if you get caught drag racing, you go to jail and your shit impounded.
What the fuck? But
Yeah.
before you just get a ticket.
Before I had a $100 ticket, and the cop's like, normally I wouldn't give you the ticket to the winner, but he goes, we got to do it. And I said, dude, do your job. I said, I'm not gonna hate. I was like, I was in the wrong, but I did
Yeah.
shit can that motherfucker. Just like a couple nights ago, I was asking Aaron, I was like, dude, it's like, this motherfucker trying to race me, and he's like, dude, not everyone wants to race you. And then they take off. I'm like, see?
Yes,
See
they
what
do.
I mean?
It's time
They
before,
hear the
man.
loud truck and they want to go.
Oh.
Wait till they see that fucking Monte Carlo roll out, and they're like, oh, it's just just got some 13s on it, and that fucking Pro Charger spools up, and then it's fucking game over. I think Pro Chargers spool. I guess I don't know. I've never seen one in person. We're gonna be racing lowrider versus square body.
My square body's gonna kick your ass.
Dude, that's the only thing is I'm gonna be helping you build the motherfucker. You're gonna put the engine in. Brett, what do I do next? Well, this connector goes here. This one goes here.
No,
that
because
one's
then
there.
after I beat you, I'm just gonna laugh and be like, "You put this together."
I'm gonna sabotage it. I'll just be like, open the
Bender
intake
style?
up. Fuck you. Throw a bunch of rocks down in the intake.
Fuck it
Ah,
all
it's
up.
okay.
That's the only thing is though, if you
Give me a
win,
reason to buy
that's
another.
fine though, because I'm gonna have like 1,500 pounds of weight in the trunk, dude. I was like, that ain't no
Yeah,
race.
whatever. You can come up with every excuse in the book. Oh, I lost because of my wheels.
No, I'll put some slicks.
Oh,
on
it didn't ship correctly.
No.
All
Hey,
that
no, I
bullshit.
can't use that excuse because of the 4L80, dude. It's
Shit.
electronic.
Whatever. You'd be like, man, I need to go get this programmed again. Shit.
I done fucked up. Putting the tow haul button. Tow haul got. Actually, I could probably do that. Put tow
Probably.
haul and then do I got a tuner.
White boys. I got a tuner. No, that's just tow haul.
What's your fucking What is your process then for when people come? Like, how do you know what to do first? Like, how do you know which car you're gonna do first, or like?
My biggest thing is I just ask them what my time frame is. Like the lowriders, they're not in no hurry. Mm-hmm. I don't even know how many we have to do. Usually I tell them it's going to take me a couple weeks, but I tell them I was like, this ain't my full-time job, so it's kind of hard. But like some of the piddly stuff, I usually tell them, like this Dodge right here, we got to get it done ASAP by Monday. We got to have it done by Monday, just or see what's wrong with it by Monday. But it all depends on their time frame. I mean, if they need it done ASAP, of course we're going to bump it in front of the line. A couple of our customers, it's pretty much type of deal. If they roll in needing something done, we drop everything, get theirs done ASAP, just because, I mean, their work vehicles, like we got the Dodge out there that's got to get the front cover resealed, oil pan resealed, a bunch of oil leaks, stuff like that. We get that taken care of because, I mean, into March he's going to be using it for mowing season and everything.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Tuesday you gotta take off. Your birthday, right? March 2nd?
No, I ain't taking my birthday off, man. I'm probably gonna go out to eat for lunch, and then that's about it, dude. It's just another day, dude. I'm just.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, next weekend I want to set up to do a tattoo. I want to get a tattoo across my throat.
What are you gonna get?
Money Rose, a bunch of $100 bills and 50s and shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
God damn.
I think it's gonna hurt
I
though.
think you should do
No,
like
right on the
five,
fucking-
I think you should do like
right here.
$1 bill and $5 bills.
I ain't got money, but it ain't much, but it's honest work.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Did you do you tell people like where you're located and shit so they know to like where you're at and like how to get a hold of you? Tell
Pretty
so
much.
they know so, like, when they watch this video.
Pretty much the best way to get a hold of me, look up Chop Shop Customs on Facebook. Google, we need to update our Google one. That goes to our old shop address, which I had somebody just Friday go to the wrong address. And then that goes to Chance's cell phone, which he's probably not going to answer as much because he's got a little bit different schedule and work hours than we do. But otherwise, just come down to the shop, 1723 East 4th Street, all the cars outside.
Yeah.
You'll see it. You'll see all the cars outside.
Just remember that went to your job. You know what Aaron you're talking about?
What?
In the bar. Dude that called his job and was like, hey, is this guy working right now?
Oh, that Star dude. Oh,
Oh.
man.
What happened?
Yeah.
That star.
Yeah, some. I didn't ever met the dude. Some guy they used to go
That's when you were at Mr. Tire.
when they used to party with, and they're like, oh yeah, Brett works here and all that. Which I've never met the dude. He was calling there and wanting quotes, and they're like, oh, we're just gonna have him do it on the side, and it's just like, dude, I don't know this guy. Taking messages and shit from me, but it's just one of those things. I'm such a busy person with my regular J job and down here. If I don't answer you, you got to keep hassling me. I mean, people get a hold of me. Hey, do you remember this day? Or like Wednesday will roll around because for some reason I tell a lot of people Wednesday, Thursday, because then if I don't get it done, I can just bang it all out of that weekend.
Yeah.
So like Wednesday will show up and I'll have like 5-6 people showing up. They're like, oh yeah, you said 6 o'clock. Oh, you said 6:30. It's like, oh fuck.
Oh.
Like today, like I was telling people 2 or 4 o'clock, and then next thing you know, the people from 4 o'clock were showing up at 2, and it's just like, fuck, man.
It's like, what the fuck do
But-
you do? But once you become like full time with it.
Once you
kinda
get full time, it ain't gonna be no 8 to 5 job no more. I'm not gonna do it no 8 to 5. It's gonna be pretty much straight up 6 days a week, probably 8 a.m. till 10 o'clock at night.
You know, some long hours.
Yeah, and then do an hour lunch break. But I mean, it's one of those things. If I get stressed out or something, I ain't gotta tell nobody I'm leaving. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm the boss. I mean, everybody says the boss here is a dickhead, but
Hey, you're the one that started saying that.
yeah, but because when I first said it, I told my mom. She goes, what are you doing? And I said, I gotta get to the shop. I said, the boss is being a dickhead. I gotta get some work done. She goes, yeah, he's such an asshole. I said, fuck you. I was like, I didn't say that because I wouldn't say it's my mom, but plus she'd still kick my ass. But she's like, well, he sounds like a dickhead, and I was like, yeah. And she's like, wait, who's your boss? Is it Aaron? I said, fuck no, I'm the boss.
That's what I was going to ask you. So who's the sole owner of here then? You, right?
Probably me. Nothing against Aaron or Chance. I said they were all part of it and everything. It just kind of, I pretty much took it above and beyond because I mean they all got their day jobs. This is my dream.
No more.
No,
None
Aaron,
more.
yeah, Sonic went down, or
Yeah.
not Sonic, Skate
Yeah,
Fuck
CJ
your
did.
Quiznos.
Skate Island went down.
Dude, we need to go up in there and fucking raise the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's like a slip and slide from hell up on the roof right
But-
now, let me tell you what.
Because it was more my dream to get it done, and then it kind of. So I mean, Like one day I want Aaron to work with me, and it ain't gonna be like he's got to answer to me. It's gonna be more like I'll be running the shit. He'll be working for me, but he's don't have to. I'm not gonna be barking orders at him because I wouldn't want somebody barking orders at me. Just do your fucking thing. You got some questions, ask. Yeah. It's gonna be more of a mutual thing, but that's gonna be some years down the road. Yeah. Unless he says fuck it and he's gonna go be a stripper or a porn star like he thought.
Yeah.
I mean,
he got the hair.
I don't know how he does it, but I mean, some of the women he pulls are pretty attractive, but they're crazy as fuck.
I know what you're talking about.
You don't know what he's talking
about.
Well, that's dope though. I mean, so who all works with you then now? Just you and Aaron and
mostly Aaron, and then Bert comes down, Renee comes down, Chance comes down. Mostly on a daily basis, it's Aaron. Right when I get off work, it's call Aaron, see what he's doing. Maybe get some tacos, and then come down here. Lately, we haven't been getting any tacos.
Oh, I guess
they're too goddamn greasy, man. But they're good.
No,
plus after you get done eating tacos, man, you don't feel like fucking
I keep
working.
telling them we gotta go try it.
Where?
On 4th Street, my girlfriend's
Mobile Market, right? That's what's called.
Garnacheria, that's what it's called, and it's right across the street from.
It's the closest one to the shop.
Dude,
it's by the Lobo Market,
it's
right next
really
to the Lobo Market parking lot on 4th Street. It's across the street from Menon's Kitchen. They're like an RV there.
Oh, are you talking like right over here? Like
just truck, right over there, yeah. White truck, food truck, RV.
You right across the street from Leon's. Everyone Mena's.
Yeah, just right across the street from
it. Okay. Right next to the place where you get cigarettes at, right?
I don't go get cigarettes there anymore, but yeah.
You at that place
though. But you know, I took you there and you fucking liked it. Remember I bought them that one night?
Yeah, because I fixed your fucking doorknob.
The door, yeah, it's all fucking stripped though, you asshole.
I didn't do that. That was Ethan because he's using the wrong goddamn thing.
No, wait,
on the shit.
He doesn't seem like a
No, that wasn't that night. That was a different night, but no. I was gonna ask you, so what motivates you every day to get up out of bed and do what the fuck you do every day?
The one day it's all gonna pay off. Hard work always pays off.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing side work. I mean, I've done some side work for. I've been probably working on cars on the side since I was probably 19 years old. Next week I turned 29, so I've been doing it for 10 years. Ever since since I started at Dinsdale, so I've been doing side work, man.
Yeah.
Some were learning experiences, and I got screwed, and then some were more of like I helped him out. He did the metal fabrication for me. That was back when I was still learning on how to do it. And then once I learned how to weld, it kind of took over. But yeah, hard work always pays off. That's what pretty much money is motivation. I mean, I don't make a lot of money, but all I know is I'd rather make a decent amount of money doing something I love than making an assload of money and fucking running to go to work every day. Yeah. I mean, I can't say I dread going to work every day, but it's just one of those things. I mean, I got everything I've been dreaming of in the future is coming to reality now. I mean, different shops in the future. I mean, business. I mean, even if we don't even move out of this shop, we stay here for another 5 years. I said, fuck it. It is what it is. I mean, it's got the theme. We're kind of in a glorified storage unit with power. Yeah, it ain't the best, but I mean, it's going by chop shop. I said, we're working in a little storage unit, just like a real chop shop would be. Yeah. I said, and I even had people ask me. I was I don't even know where the fuck I was at. I was getting food one day, and the guy's like, hey, and I had my sweatshirt on. It said Chop Shop Customs. He's like, you run a chop shop? I said, yeah, but I said, we build cars, we don't cut them up. Yeah. And then he was like, actually, it was Ace Hardware, and it was some older guy, and he didn't know. And then I was like, you know those cars that bounce around, the lowriders? And I'm like, yeah, we do that. And he goes, oh, okay. He was pretty intrigued by that, so. But yeah, I'd say definitely money is motivation. Plus see the people's reactions when they come pick their cars up and they're fucking jumping off the ground, or doing all the shit they wanted to have, and I got to bring their shit to reality. Yeah. Another thing that was motivation for me when I wanted to do this was West Coast Customs. I ain't gonna bullshit you. West Coast Customs was a big thing for me when I was younger, man. I watched that shit, studied that shit. I never wanted to do interior paint or body, but when they started doing the lift kits and lowering kits,
pin my ride.
And pin my ride, dude. Yeah. I mean, like, she used to cut herself. We're gonna put suicide doors on the bitch. But
Jesus.
But I mean, yeah, West Coast Customs, pin my ride, doing all that crazy shit, dude. That's something I wanted to do. And then, like, one of my good friends from high school, Haver, Crazy Chicken Customs, man, same shit. Motherfucker can paint cars. I mean, he's good at what he does. Yeah. I mean, I mean, that's why anybody needs paint shit. I said, hit up Crazy Chicken Customs. Window tint, fucking bomb-ass job. Fuck yeah. I mean, same thing. He sends work to me. Which I've been lacking. I know he wanted some shit priced out on his car, bagging his car. Actually, he wanted the Juices Chrysler 300. we could have did it, but it was gonna be probably more than what it was worth, especially you just want to go up and down. But yeah, it's definitely that watching that shit growing up. That was a lot of it, man. Because it's just like people are like, "Oh, you bought a car, you got to keep it stocked." Man, fuck that. I'm gonna throw some wheels on it, change the exhaust, sound system. I mean, like my truck now. I mean, it ain't the typical chop shop custom shit where we change the suspension up and everything. But I was like, we're just on my truck alone. I've changed the exhaust tips like 6 times since I bought it since I've had it for 2.5 years.
God damn.
I mean, I'm picky.
It's because you got a vision. You want to.
Yeah, I mean, I got different things. Plus, I was like that. My truck's my money maker. I was like, we haul lowriders all over. I mean, hauled a bunch from Omaha. I was like, we're going to shows out in Des Moines, taking our friend Candyman's chromed out Cutlass out there. Yeah. Actually, we just got to finish building the engine up. We got a nasty cam going in a 4.8 LS. Should be pretty badass. Get that done. Get the exhaust done. Get that thing all ready to go so we can put Chop Shop on the map for even out in Iowa. I mean, we got to represent out there too for even True Style and Chop Shop.
Yeah, put them both out there. Advertise the fuck out of them.
So
that's good. And when you were talking, you were talking about you had like these you okay. I was asking you what you motivated you, and you said like money and everything, but you had like a vision. And everything that you spoke in, like the universe, it became a fucking reality. This is the new shirt I just came out with, right here.
Yeah, exactly. Like real shit. Hook me up with one of those too.
You got it, man. And
but yeah, I mean, like,
yourself. That's
man, I've always grown up. Hard work always pays off. I mean, it don't matter if you're busting your ass and you're working in fast food, or you're busting your ass working on cars, doing IT, digging holes, working at a skate rink, whatever the fuck Jake does, looking like a goddamn greaser. But it don't matter what you do. I was like, hard work always pays off. I mean, that's the one thing. My brothers are good shit. My brothers always told me I was gonna be a pillow tester when I was older because I was always a fat little shit.
What the hell's a pillow?
Just like a pillow tester.
Oh, I was like, wait.
Yeah, like being a pillow tester, being a fat lazy shit. They always said I was gonna test pillows or blankets out, mattress, just being lazy and shit. Because I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of lazy back then, but that was like when I was like fucking 10 years old.
Yeah.
But now it's more of like, I was like, I ain't no pillow tester. I'm like,
You're
fucking
working all the time.
I'm working all the time, man. I was like, hard work always fucking pays off. It doesn't matter what you're doing.
That's what I had a thing, like for some people or for everybody's a lazy fuck at one point in their life or just growing up. But like, what was that click moment for you when you realized like, I gotta do something with my life and I need to stop bumming around or whatever? You might have been 10.
I was actually right out of high school, man. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to work on cars. But I was at the point, I mean, I went to college the first time, and I ain't gonna lie, I failed college the first time. I failed by 2% for electrical and my GM automotive class I took in Milford. And that hit me hard. I was like, that shit was hard, but I was like, you know what, fuck it, I ain't giving up. Yeah. So I went back, and I passed, I think I had 1 C out of everything.
Everything, yeah.
And I mean, and then now it's went from like some of those guys I went to college with, they're not even in the automotive business anymore. And there's some of them one of them's a teacher, same program we went through. He's a teacher now for that program. That dude was smart as fuck. And then me, I'm building fucking lowriders, doing my own thing. I said, but I was like, that's
what you want to do.
Definitely every single dream I've had of building lowriders, doing my own thing, it's all come to reality. I was like, same thing as a while back. When I was changing oil when I first started at Dinsdale's, the dude had a brand new lime green toolbox. I'm like, that thing's fucking badass, and I'm gonna get one. Sure as shit, probably 2 years ago? Mm-hmm. 2 years ago, I bought one of the biggest, not the biggest, one of the biggest snap-on toolboxes you can buy. Yeah. 7 feet long. It's 9 feet long now. Not completely full, but it's pretty full. Yeah. And I've always won the lime green toolbox. I fucking got it. Yeah. I always won the diesel. I fucking got it. I mean, it don't matter. I always won the lowrider. I fucking got that. I'll eventually have another one.
No, and that's what I love to hear, because like you say it like that, but once you fucking say it, you know you're gonna do it, because you can do whatever the fuck you want. You just gotta say it and then follow through with it, and that's it. That's it. It can be anything, man. It really is, Because I talked to different people on interviews and shit, before this one. Same fucking thing. They say the same shit.
Yeah.
Really, man, it's crazy. But it's completely different careers and different fields and all that shit. But you're saying the same shit that they said. And it's completely different shit.
I mean, we've done some weird shit, too. I mean, like when we're out fucking around, like just to relax and not do anything. I mean, look like a Jeep me and Aaron bought. I mean, we chopped that motherfucker up in 45 minutes to make it a river Jeep, and then it ended up burning up like a year and a half later.
Who fucking did that? You guys ever figured
No, we actually talking to one of my friends, a machinist. He thinks how the battery looks like it was opened up. He thinks something shorted out and the battery exploded.
Holy fuck.
And it makes sense because a fire kind of started underneath the hood, the dash area.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was driving in water, fucking probably 3.5 foot deep. So I mean, it was submerging everything. I was driving through the water constantly back and forth. Water does some fucked up shit when it comes on electrical. I mean, it was a matter of time.
So I mean, you put a lot of time and effort in that, you know.
That thing was a blast, though, man. I mean, like when I first got hooked on the river scene, that was
Getting
like
pulled over.
yeah. And then and then the other thing we got our little Volkswagen, our little rice rat, man. I was like we were fucking around with that thing. We're like, oh yeah, we're gonna make a little rice rat spray paint chop shop. Next thing you know, we're going to parts stores. We're like, oh yeah, you're the one that owns that, right?
Yeah.
The one with chop shop. I was like, fuck yeah.
You're goddamn right.
And I was like, next we're gonna do Gary's '64 Impala. We're gonna chop the roof off it.
But did you have anything else you want to add before we wrap the shit up? Anything you want to put out there or say or?
Like I said before, hard work pays off. It's definitely. I mean, I've been busting my ass for a long time, and it's hopefully in the next 5 years I'll be able to actually do a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
And have pretty much anything I want.
Yeah. You just gotta work it.
But I was like, there's been times I've almost wanted to give up on my dreams, but I didn't, and it's all coming to reality now. I was like, you can't never give up on your shit.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I love to hear, man.
Yeah.
Real, but, let's see. I had a few. What else was I gonna say? Yeah. No, I was just gonna tell you. You know, thanks for fucking taking the time to do this shit. I mean, what are we at? We almost at an hour. You know, we have 24 hours in a goddamn day, and you chose to spend 1 hour fucking doing this shit, man. You took out time in your busy ass schedule. You know, I appreciate that shit for you doing this shit. You know.
Lost a lot of money doing this.
I mean, $50 an hour.
No, but congratulations again on your, the LLC and all that shit. Now you got, and I just want to say, I'm fucking proud of you, man. And everything you're doing, man. Just stay at it.
Why are you still standing? You need to be working. Shit. Hey, the boss took the night off, man.
Yeah, you already got your podcast there.
Yeah.
What?
You
Yeah.
already got your moment.
Well, he already got his podcast.
And it ain't even about being your own boss and shit like that. Being your own boss is cool, but the other thing is, though, a lot of people fail because being your own boss, you start, fuck it, man, I'm gonna go do this today. Fuck it, I can put this off till tomorrow. You can't have that mentality. No. 'Cause I mean, it's just eventually you're gonna be like, oh, you know what? I can't take this day off, man. I got this bill to pay, and I got like 30 cars stacked up. I mean, you can't.
You can't just say, fuck it, we'll get to it later.
Every now and then you got to say, fuck it, go do some fun. I mean, what's the point of having a bunch of money if you ain't got shit to spend it on?
Yeah, you got to be able to enjoy that shit, and that's important to fucking do, But, thanks again for doing this shit, man. Appreciate it.
No problem.
And Aiken, you got anything you want?
No. You guys are so stupid with that shit.
We made it to 58 motherfucking minutes. We out, man.